Okay, let's go have fun. Let's go. Pressure on the ball.
This is Utah Tech basketball and the John Judkins Coaches Show, presented by Red Rock NIL, empowering student athletes through local businesses.
Enjoy the win. Enjoy the win. Okay, good job. Good job.
Well, hi there, everybody. Welcome to the John Judkins Coaches Show. Rod Zundel here, and the coach of the Utah Tech Trailblazer, John Judkins. Coach, how does 2-0 in the WAC sound to start things off?
Sounds really good, Rod.
Yeah.
Again, we told you it's a whole different season now. We started over, so hopefully we can keep this going. But it's been good.
Yep. 2 home games to open up the WAC schedule last week, and 2 wins Thursday night over University of Texas Arlington, then Saturday against Tarleton, and they were 2 completely different games. You've won in major different ways.
Yeah, Arlington, we shot the heck out of the ball. Shooting like we were 75% in the first half from the three-point line, and we got open looks. We knew we were going to get those. We knew they'd pressure us. They're really good on-ball defenders, but they really focus on really over-helping, we call it, and we knew we could get some threes, and our guys made them. They shot it. Then the next night, a whole different game. They kind of took the 3-ball away from us and kind of stayed out on our guys and just said, hey, go ahead, try to beat us one-on-one. So it was a physical game, a good weekend. Our guys played a lot of minutes, got beat up pretty good. But again, they don't remember that when they go 2-0.
Yeah, Utah Valley that's 3-0, and you're 2-0. You sit atop the WAC standings. You'll be at Utah Valley on Saturday. Before that, you've got Seattle Thursday in Seattle. But last year you were 2-0, feeling pretty good about yourself. So what's going to be different this year? You got to feel, I think, better than you did last year because things are different. Seems to just feel different than they did a year ago.
Yeah, it's a whole different team too. I mean, but I did bring that up in the locker room. I said, you guys that were here last year, this is kind of how we started, and we lost like 3 or 4 or 5, I think, in a row. We can't do that. We got to come out and continue to play. And I think going to Seattle will be a big challenge for us. They're good. But I think the way we're playing right now, if you look at our last couple of games, to take the FIU first half out of it, the last couple of games we've played the way we know how to play.
And the thing is, you had a number of different players step up in big moments of the ball game in both games, and they may not have played a lot, but they were very effective when they came in.
Yeah, it's nice to see that. That's where our leadership, that's where our seniors, we talked about it today, we kind of got an older bunch of guys right now, seniors or graduate seniors, and we expect those guys, they've been in this situation, they know what to do, and those guys have stepped up and hit some big shots for us.
All right, you're 2-0. Let's go back to Thursday night against Texas Arlington. You got a 12-point win. Great start. You hit your first 3-pointers, and that was just a sign of what was going to take place the rest of the game. You guys were hot from outside.
Yeah, if you play the game, if you get your first look and you make it, you kind of go, all right, it's going to be my night. It's going to be my night. So, but again, it was different guys. We were sharing the ball. I mean, there's one that JB gets a wide open 3 just on a skip pass.
He had 12.6 rebounds.
Yeah, he is missing a lot of good little shot. Here's a little token press.
Yep.
Get it to the middle, right back to Noah. No hesitation whatsoever. They did that little token press. We knew that we got an attack out of it.
And your ball movement was incredible.
Really good. There's another one. Again, Beyond's ready. Toby's made 2 great passes out of the post for wide open 3s. Here's another one. Kick out. From Pavle right to Hakeem. Hakeem, again, ready to catch and shoot. And
Hakeem Bird had a great week. His
really
confidence level just shot up.
It kind of reminded me a little bit of the Montana series that he played in. He got back shooting the ball well, and he's starting to kind of feel what we want him to do.
13-point lead at the half, then Beyond starts getting going.
Yeah, there's a good spin move again, just being aggressive.
Yeah, he had 9 points, 9 rebounds.
Yeah, it's one thing we talked about the whole week was we got to be the aggressor. We got to be the team. We can't be on our heels. And they probably one of the best games I've seen our guys play this year was against Arlington, no question about it. Yeah, of sharing the ball and shooting the ball.
Inside-out game was going really well. You penetrated and kicked better than you have done all season.
All season long, yep. And again, there's shots we have missed early, but tonight we made them that
Look
night.
at this screen.
Yeah,
that is perfect execution.
Yeah, we've been working on that. We showed some film of how he didn't screen, and again, Beyond's very coachable, and all of our guys are, and he did a good job of. There's a mismatch. We got a little guy on him. He kicks it back out. Get a wide open 3 again. No hesitation with Hakeem, with Noah, with JB. And that's when you see the shot going in. When you start hesitating, should I shoot this, should I not? You probably shouldn't because you'll miss. But those guys were ready. We always say shot ready, And if they're shot ready, I expect them to make it, and they have a lot of confidence in me and hopefully in themselves.
Yeah, your senior point guard, the transfer, Hakeem Byrd, his best shooting week in a Trailblazer uniform. He was 5 for 7 from beyond the arc against Arlington. He had 21 points. That's 2 off his career high. And then Noah, 6 of 8 from beyond the arc. He tied his career high with 24. That's senior leadership right there.
Yeah, both those guys missed 2. They only missed 2 shots each from the 3. That's pretty good. We'll take those odds.
15 of 26 from three-point land. 15 of your 24 made shots were threes, Coach.
Yeah, we saw it on film. We thought we could get them, and again, Saturday night was completely different. But we knew that Thursday night we thought we could get them because they were flying around. They were switching a lot of different things, and we thought we could get some 3 balls.
You out-rebounded the Mavericks by 4, 18-8 advantage on second chance points, and you held the Mavericks to under 40% shooting, 22% from 3. You're tops in the WAC in defending the three-pointer, keeping them around 30%. So you've got that part down, and your defense against Arlington is pretty darn good. It was overshadowed by your great shooting night.
Yeah, it was. But those guys can really shoot it. That's one thing we try to do is making sure that we close out hard on those three-point shooters, make them put it on the ground, and I thought we did a really good job of that. Great game plan, and the guys listened and did exactly what we wanted them to do.
So you knew what was going to do. They were going to do that token press. You got early offense. You had great ball movement. Then you start off 1-0. Then you go to Saturday. Yeah. Completely different team. This is a lockdown team. They're third, Tarleton, third in the nation in forcing turnovers at nearly 18 a game, and you guys are averaging only just under 12 a game. So whoever was going to win that turnover battle was going to win the game, and you guys won that battle.
Well, we did in the first half.
In the second half, overall, though.
First half, we had 11, way too many. And then the second half, I think we finished with 2 or 3.
You had 4. You had 15 total.
So our goal is always 13 and under, and we know you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have turnovers in a game. If you're not being aggressive enough.
Right.
So we knew that was going to happen, but man, we turned it over way too much, and that's where they got their big lead.
Yeah.
They jump up on us on 13, I think it was 12 or 13 points. But our guys kept fighting back. It's a physical game. When you play those guys, it's really, really physical.
You had a lot of guys hitting the floor on both teams. It was a slugfest.
And both teams were tired. I mean, they played SU the night, Thursday night, and we played Thursday night, and both teams, the starters played over close to 30 minutes a game, and so we knew it was going to be more of a mental toughness kind of a game. And again, I think a big key about 2 things I thought was, one is putting Madiba in. I thought he gave us a big time spark coming off the bench, and then going in right to half. Hakeem hits that little 3-pointer floater, or whatever you want to call that.
Okay, so let's go to the highlights and show you what you're talking about. You did fall behind by 13 in the first half, and here comes Madiba Owana, the freshman, provided that spark defensively and offensively.
Yeah, there's a good one. Good, great pass. Again, got to the right spot. Here's another one where
that's you
try to get, he stays with it, a little spin action, but again, being aggressive, Rod, is what we talked about. But the thing that turned our game was when he got into some ball pressure, Madiba and cost. I mean, the crowd got into it. And here's that floater at the buzzer to go into half. Instead of being down,
6, you're down
3. Yeah. Made a big difference. I don't know if he works on that shot or not, but did a great job of getting off on time.
And Stone Hutchings didn't play a lot, but man, what he did, he was effective.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty good. His problem was on Thursday night, and even then, he's had some injuries with his back's been tightening up. So, he hasn't been doing that. There's a great ball movement again, Rod, just making that extra pass. We love that. We love our guys.
And they were out on Noah. They did not let him. He only took 5 shots, made 1. So everybody else kind of got involved and stepped up.
Yeah.
Kobe was fighting tough under the boards.
Yeah, a lot of guys think you stop Noah, you beat us, and so they're gonna get into Noah, and Noah does a good job of fighting the open guy. But yeah, I thought Toby had a good weekend for us too, and then Beyond just took over the game. We felt they were going small guard. They had a small guy on him. We could hurt him in the post. Ran some couple ISO, like here's one right here. Just got him down the post. Great pass by Hakeem. Got a good angle on it. Got a wide open layup.
That tied it up at 50.
Yeah, this is big time. This is JB at his best.
Yeah.
Just that old little be patient, take. We go up 2 right there, I believe.
Yeah, you go up 2, and then Bird. This is a big floater right here.
Yeah, I think it was tied or we're down. I can't remember.
You're down 2 here.
Down 2. This is a big time shot, and we had rebounders there. That's a good shot. Good shot for him, and then also we had rebounders.
Okay, so final 30 seconds. You're tied at 54. Out of a timeout, you run this play.
Yeah, we thought they would maybe have a problem with guard-to-guard screen, And again, we thought he could get a layup out of it, but he did a great job of coming off. Yeah. Saw the guy kind of got clipped. Noah set a really good screen. No hesitation in his pull up, and then I called timeout, try to set up our defense.
So you're up 2 and you still need a stop, coach, and you get it right here.
Yeah,
10 seconds left.
Yeah, we kind of had a little screw up there with Noah and Beyond, but they fought through it, and then Madiba did a great job. We thought they'd go to 12. He's their guy that they go to at the end of the game. He didn't show the end of it, but we get 2 foul shots up.
Yeah, I was going to say Bird makes 2 free throws in the final 5 seconds to ice to put you up by 4 and
those
finish
were
it off.
Those were 1-on-1s. I mean, we're up 2 shooting a 1-on-1. That's how they let us play so much. We weren't even the bonus.
Yeah.
Just barely got in the bonus, and he gets up there and makes 2 big foul shots to put us up 4.
Yeah.
And then the game's over.
Well, Noah Gonzalez, like we said, he usually takes a lot of shots and is your leading scorer or close to it. And he only took 5 shots, made 1 because they did a great job on him. But he got other people involved, and that was the beauty of that. You won a game without Noah Gonzalez having to have a big scoring night.
Well, we hope we share it. I mean, different nights, different guys are going to step up. And, if we relied on one guy to do it all the time, that's kind of an easy way to beat us. But our guys play together. They share it. It's fun to watch. It's fun to play with. They say that. So we got to keep that going. And so far it's been working.
Okay, so you won the game despite only hitting 3 of 14 threes.
Yeah.
That's an incredible accomplishment.
Well, they took the threes away from us. I mean, we're only getting 14. That's not enough. And then looking back at film, there's probably 3 of those 14 threes we shot that weren't good threes or forced. The other ones were still pretty good. But, again, we played a lot of minutes on Thursday. Maybe their legs were down or whatever. But they obviously Tarleton tried to take the 3 ball away from us. That was their game plan. And we did a good job of attacking, going inside, and getting some easy baskets with Beon and Toby.
Yeah, Toby, had 8 rebounds in each of the games, and so he had around 7 or 8 points, 8 rebounds a game. Beon Riley, 17 points against Tarleton.
9 rebounds, I think it was, yeah.
He had 9 and 9 the previous game. Hakeem Bird, 14 points, but he was 6 for 6 from the foul line, including the 2 big ones at the end to ice it.
Yeah, again, I love to have him there. He's a great foul shooter, and Noah got to the foul line in the Tarleton game 4 times. I was like, I'm challenging him to get there more. Yeah. Then I realized those were both technical fouls.
They were. Coach Gillespie and then another technical. Yeah. So
that's good.
Yeah, he was 4 for 4. You went 15 of 17 from the foul line, Coach. And early on the year, that was a bugaboo for you guys. But it seems like the confidence to come back and say, okay, it's our time. They're called free throws for a reason because they're free.
Yeah, we've spent a lot of time, and again, sometimes you talk about it too much, and it psychs them out, and so sometimes you just got to let it go. They know. They don't go up there trying to miss. People think, we got to make foul shots. Well, duh, they're there to try to make it. But, we're focusing better. We're doing some things, and they're seeing it go in, Rod, and it seems like you have a really good game or you have a bad one, so hopefully we keep it going.
In the locker room, a little bit of celebration on Thursday, but on Saturday, not a lot of celebration that I would expect that to go up 2-0. Your guys were saying, okay, there's still a lot of work to go.
Yeah. Well, there for a while, getting a win was very important. We were playing some really good teams, and so every time we got a win, we kind of enjoyed it and celebrated. And when WAC kind of started, our captains kind of the ones that did that. They just say, hey, we know what we got to do, and our goal is to win the conference, and the next thing is to win that conference tournament. That's what we're focusing on, and so we're happy we won, but you can't have the ups and downs. You can't be too high or too low. You got to be in that middle, and that's our leadership. That's our seniors. That's our captains. They've been there. They understand that.
In every season, when you're trying to get to a point where you want to be, you have to get over humps that you haven't been able to get over the last year or two. Well, against Tarleton, this was the 8th meeting overall. They were 6-1 against you guys. You got over that hump. You said, okay, this is one step that we took into where we want to get to.
No, you're right. We've played, again, all the games we've played them have been really good games. They've been close games. It hasn't been like blowouts either way. So we know we're going to meet them again. It's weird. We play them in 2 weeks. We do it again. It's kind of crazy. So they're a good team. They're very physical, and they play extremely hard. But I thought our guys met the challenge, and we got to do the same thing when we go there, because when you go there, the whistles really stop. So you have to be really, really tough and physical.
And in that game on Saturday, there were only 9 fouls called in the first half. Second half, they had 11 fouls called in the first 5 or 6 minutes. So there's a difference in officiating, and I'm not saying that it favored one side or the other, because it was just a different officiated game in the second half, and whichever team was able to adjust, it took a while for you guys to adjust to, because you couldn't press them like you did before, and so you guys were able to adjust in the last 5 or 6 minutes. And I think that is a testament of maturity as well, and leadership that you have on this team.
And that helped us too a little bit on Thursday night. That's what Arlington did. They started to pick it up a little bit, pressure, and so our guys handled that well. And then on Saturday when they got into us, we didn't panic. We just kept it going. But you are right. I mean, we worked on that the last couple of days. We only had 4 team fouls going into that last shot of the second or the halftime, first half, and they shot a quick shot and missed it. And then we got the ball with that 5 seconds when Akeem hit that floater, a 3-floater. So they kind of shot it a little bit earlier than expected, but also we only had 4 team fouls. And, I think the officials got together at halftime and said, hey, we got to clean this game up. And that's normally what good officials do. Early in the game, they kind of control it of what you can do, and we have to adjust.
Right.
Now, are they calling it tight? Are they not? Are they letting you play? And then we have to adjust to what they did. And I thought the first half they let us play.
Right.
Second half they were a little bit more of calling those fouls, so we had to be a little bit smarter.
And it took a while.
It
was a quagmire there for a while. It just kind of
half they called
in mud.
2 quick fouls in a row, and so you just got to change. But our guys did a good job adjusting, and that's what you have to do.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, one of the guys, the senior leaders on your team, had his best week in a Trailblazer uniform. Point guard Hakeem Byrd will join the John Judkins Show when we come back. D.R. Horton is America's largest home builder, but with a local heart. Nestled just west of the Sand Hollow Recreation Area is a 600-acre master planned community with beautifully designed single-family homes, cottages, and townhomes called Long Valley. Visit us at drhorton.com and join us in continuing the American dream of home ownership and build your next home with D.R. Horton, America's builder.
Experience the magic of southern Utah from the sky and the ground at Confetti Pebbles Hot Air Balloons. They take you on breathtaking journeys across the stunning landscapes of St. George, Hurricane, and beyond. But why just visit when you can live here? Priority First Real Estate is dedicated to helping you find your dream home. Together, they bring you closer to the community, closer to nature, closer to home. Confetti Pebbles Hot Air Balloons and Priority First Real Estate, where adventure meets home.
Hey there, sports fans. Ready to take a timeout from the sidelines and jump into the action? St. George Regional Airport has you covered. Score big with convenient flights that take you from our Red Rocks to destinations around the globe. Whether it's the bright lights of L.A. or an exotic getaway across the Pacific, your adventure starts right here at home. When you're planning that epic getaway, St. George Regional Airport is your home field advantage. And welcome back to the John Judkins Coaches Show. Rod here, Juddy, and there's point guard, senior transfer from Marist, is Hakeem Byrd. Hakeem, welcome to your debut performance on the John Judkins Show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, before we get into you personally, where you come from, all that kind of stuff, let's talk about last week. The confidence level in your shot, especially, and the way that you were able to run the team. It seems like it was just up here when you were slowly getting there, but it just took off. Did you feel that as well last week?
Yeah, I felt that. Once I see a couple go through, then it's on. It's on.
You averaged 17 points in the 2 games and 3 assists. So just talk about your play, getting acclimated to the town, to the school, to your new teammates. Completely different from where you grew up in Philadelphia. Just talk about how you're getting familiar with it now and getting more comfortable in your role as the point guard of this team.
To be honest, my freshman year, if this was my freshman year, I wouldn't be able to do it, like being far from home. But now that I'm older, it's kind of easier. Just being around a great group of guys, basketball. Basketball. You never know what basketball will take you. So.
What about that buzzer beater there? That buzzer beaters are always fun.
I work on those every day.
Do you really?
I work. No. But being a point guard of this team, my job was just take care of the ball, get other guys open shots, and then find my shots here and there.
But it seemed your percentage, if you look at the stats and the percentages, the first month of the season, not where you wanted to be. Yeah. But man, the last month, to me, Coach, and maybe to you as well, Hakeem, I don't know if it's confidence or just being more comfortable. Coach, what do you think it is, the way he's been able to just shoot and
it's all
and
above
get it
what you just
taken
said. I
care of?
think confidence, and I think comfortable. He's comfortable now with our stuff. I mean, again, these guys that come in for 1 year, it's hard. They have to learn our system. They have to completely change maybe what their high school or their other college coach coached them or taught them to do, and it takes a little bit while. And then then the confidence, like he said, and when that first shot, when we recruited him, we saw him. We thought, that kid can score. He can really shoot the ball. That's the things that attracted us to him, is that, and then the leadership, the maturity that he has. Those are things that we really wanted as a point guard, and that's what he's brought us.
And from the sideline watching you, Hakeem, it seems like there's no hesitation now. You're just letting it fly. Where maybe at the beginning you were saying, okay, is it my turn to shoot, and you're trying to feel your way through it. But now, and Coach, you can maybe testify to this, that there's no hesitation. Do you feel like you're just letting it fly? Now you're playing basketball?
No, yeah, for sure. Like at first, when I first came here, it was like, do I shoot this shot? Do they want me to shoot this shot? But now it's like, they tell me every day, no hesitation, be ready to shoot, let it fly. So that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, talking with senior point guard Hakeem Byrd here on the John Judkins Coaches Show. All right, so you've had quite the journey to get to St. George. You started out in Philadelphia. So let's first of all just talk about you, where you grew up, family life, and all that kind of stuff.
I'm from Philadelphia, West Philadelphia. It's a four-family household. My little sister, mom and dad, and me. And then we got our little dog too. And then I went to Newman Goretti High School. That's in South Philly. It's one of the top high schools in Philadelphia.
Really?
And out of there, I went to Marist College. Stayed there for a year. And then I transferred to UMBC in Baltimore. Stayed there for a year, and then stuff wasn't really working out. So I went back home to D2, Thomas Jefferson University. Yeah. Stayed there for 2 years. We won we won the championship to get to the tournament last year. Yeah. And now I'm here, Utah Tech.
Okay, so UMBC, were you didn't they have a tournament run in the last 5 years?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't part of that.
You weren't part of that?
Nah, that was before my time.
Oh, that was before your time?
Yeah, before my time.
How long ago was that?
I think that was around 2018. I was still in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how we know that. Yeah. So now, wasn't there a coach that moved out west too from there as well? I can't remember. Anyway, okay, so you've had a lot of experience, different coaches, different styles, different schools and all that. How did you get here to St. George? That's a long way away from Philly.
It started off on Twitter, on the app Twitter. Coach Brock Staley reached out to me first. And then once I got his number, we started talking. Then Coach John Judkins called me. We set up a visit. And when I got out here, it was like me and my dad flew out here. I loved it. And
really?
Yeah, so that's how I got out
here. Because the landscape is completely different.
It's different.
There's not a, you have, we got 5 buildings that will fit into one of your buildings, skyscrapers in Philadelphia, and it's not as crowded.
Yeah, no,
warmer.
Yeah, way warmer.
You like the warm?
Yeah, it's probably like 10 degrees right now in Philly, to be honest.
So are you an Eagles fan?
Yeah, I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. I should put that. Wherever Lamar Jackson goes, I go. So
oh, really?
I'm a Ravens fan.
So you're not a Steelers fan?
No.
Okay.
I hate the Steelers.
Well, I'm a Steelers fan.
Oh, man,
yeah. Like that. Okay, so are you Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah.
Since he's come from Philly?
Yeah.
I had to ask you. Everybody from Philly said, I like that too.
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
So.
What about growing up? Who was your favorite player growing up, basketball-wise?
Chris Paul.
Yeah,
Chris Paul. And he's still playing.
Yeah, he's still playing. Right now, he's kind of old. I don't really like him in the Spurs jersey.
Whoa. He's what, 35?
39.
Oh, 39?
39.
That's old. You'll get there soon. Yeah. Okay, so you're 2-0, and there wasn't a lot of celebration in the locker room afterwards. A lot to be accomplished still. So just talk about where you guys are at right now and how confident you are going into this road trip. Because, I'm going to say it, you haven't won a true road game yet. No better time than Thursday in Seattle.
Yeah. We always preach never get too high, never go too low in our practices and even at the game. So that's how we kind of took it as a team, just like stay level-headed, and we know we got more work to do to get to our ultimate goal, which is to win the WAC tournament.
What is the most difficult or maybe the funniest thing or whatever to get used to here in St. George coming from back east?
I'll probably say the time change.
Every
time I call back home, it's always dark there and it's always sunny here. So they be like, dang, like, what's good?
I'm sure the food's a lot different, isn't it?
Yeah, the food is way different. I miss the Philly cheesesteaks. That's about
it. I can see that.
Yeah,
Philly
cheesesteaks. Yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah. Well, you just have to make them now. So
yeah.
Okay, and so Coach, you brought him in because you said this guy can shoot and all that. What have you liked about what he's done so far to lead this team?
Well, again, just his maturity, his leadership. Being a senior, he knows what to do. He's played ball enough. He knows, what to do. The IQ of the game, the feel of the game. He has that, and that was our big recruiting. When we started this year, we lost a lot of guys to the portal. It's like, hey, we got to get some tough guys in here. We got to get some guys that understand the game, have that maturity and that leadership stuff, and that's why we went after him. That's why we went after JB at San Francisco. Those are the reasons why we went after these guys, because we felt they could help us in those close games and those situations, and he's done exactly that.
Hakeem, you kind of feel like home now here?
No, yeah, for
a little
sure.
bit?
I'm home now. Yeah.
All situated and everything?
Yeah.
What are you majoring in? What do you, when you have to get a real life, what do you want to have to do?
I already graduated last year, so I got a degree in communications.
Really?
Yeah, so I'll probably stick around basketball, whether that's coaching, training, or either being like a sports analyst or something around sports, I would say.
Well, if you stick around, you can help out Mike and I.
For sure.
We had Caleb Stearman, the former Trailblazer, do the game on Saturday. Yeah, he did awesome. First game ever.
People called me and said he did a really good job.
Well, we need to have a chat.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
All right, so guys, you got Seattle coming up and Utah Valley 2-game road trip. We're going to talk about that when the John Judkins Coaches Show comes back.
Welcome to St. George Academy, home of the Dragon Slayers, where academic excellence meets individualized learning right here in Southern Utah. At St. George Academy, we believe in challenging our students with rigorous curriculum, preparing them for a demanding college experience and beyond. And it's all tuition-free. Our unique Pathway University program offers accelerated courses, allowing students to earn college credits in high school. Experience the St. George Academy difference, schedule your tour today, and join us on your educational journey.
Yesco is a proud partner of Trailblazer Sports Vision and Utah Tech Athletics. Yesco specializes in manufacture of custom electric signs and displays. From the smallest to the largest, Yesco can design, manufacture, install, and maintain an identification package that is tailored to your specific needs. Yesco has been serving Utah businesses for well over 100 years with quality signage and exceptional service. To see how Yesco can serve you, go to yesco.com.
Craving something sweet but healthy? Come to Berries and Cream, the original spot for fresh berries in our delicious sweet cream. Locally owned and operated right here in St. George. We offer a cold, refreshing treat that's perfect for the southern Utah climate. Fresh fruit has never tasted so good. Berries and Cream, the original taste of St. George.
All right, back here to wrap up the John Judkins Coaches Show. Trailblazers 2-0 to start the WAC. They're right behind Utah Valley, that's 3-0. They hit the road for 2 games this week. Thursday night, 8 o'clock Utah time at Seattle, 6:45 pregame on Trailblazer Sports Vision and the Fan Sports Radio Network. And then Saturday, 2 o'clock afternoon tip-off, 1:45 pregame on Trailblazer Sports Vision and Fan Sports Radio. That will be in Orem against Utah Valley. All right, Coach, talk about Seattle. It's a little cracker box gym. It's a tough place to play. They're good at home.
Yeah, they are. We played them always pretty good up there and down here. They got 2 really good players. They got number 11 who killed us last year, had 30-something on us. I go by numbers, remember?
Christopoulos.
Yeah, and then they got a new transfer from Georgia, number 12, who's leading their team in scoring and rebounding. But they're solid. Like you said, it's a small, like a high school gym. Yeah. It's a fun place to play, but it gets real loud.
Yeah, and then Hakeem, you go to Utah Valley, your first in-state rivalry game against other than Utah or Utah State. So they don't like us.
For real, yeah, I don't know what to expect. So I'm just.
It's going to be fun. That's a fun arena to play in because if they get the crowd, it's good. So just talk about going on the road, trying to get your true first road win.
Yeah, that's all we focus on right now. We just one day at a time, one practice at a time. So. These 2 will be really huge for us when we come out of there with these 2, and then we got a home game next Saturday.
Yeah. Then you got Grand Canyon coming in a week from Saturday, but it'd be nice to get a win. Start out 3-0, then have a first place showdown. I'll look ahead to Saturday, first place showdown at Utah Valley.
And they go to Arlington. They got to play Arlington too. So again, we're on Thursday, man. Seattle.
Yeah. All right, guys.
We got some treats.
All right, berries and cream from the shops at Zion. This is good part of coming
stuff.
here. So, all right, you got the regular
him
berries
first.
and cream.
I'll take
You
that
got the
one.
regular
All right.
berries and cream.
All
And
right.
you got raspberry and chocolate. Okay, and I'll take the graham cracker crust.
There you go.
All right,
Thank
dig
you.
in.
Thank you, guys.
Dig in. All right, thanks to all our sponsors. We'll see you Thursday night, 8 o'clock tip, 7:45 pregame on Trailblazer Sports Vision and Fan Sports Radio against the University of Seattle Red Hawks. Guys, thanks.
Thank you.
See you on the plane tomorrow. Thanks for watching and listening. We'll see you on Thursday. Bye. How do you like it? Good? Good stuff, isn't it, Maynard?